Alrighty.
We're doing it live, Cheryl.
It's live, it's live, it's live.
Oh, that is
There.
still one of my favorite little random bits. It's so not appropriate, so I won't repeat the whole quote, but it's hilarious, and we quote that part of it all the time. Fine, we're doing it live.
Going live. Okay, let's see how.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, right?
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Let's see. We got some people here.
Amy Michelle's here. She says it's morning in the PNW. Okay, can I tell you
Pacific
it is
Northwest.
summer in the Midwest and it should not be summer. Yeah, I knew it was Pacific Northwest.
I had to look at it for a second. I'm like, from
Oh,
where?
yeah. Washington.
Yeah. Da, da.
I have
Okay,
to
so
say her name always makes me smile. Amy, your name does because you're like the only other person I have really seen that spells it the same way my friend in high school spelled it because so many people don't spell it AMIE. So we had a bunch of AMIEEs or, AMY, of course. But it's not often that you see the AMIE. Oh, you're good. I know what you meant.
yeah.
I'm
Now,
just jealous of you said good morning, so hopefully that means you're having good weather too.
yeah.
My gosh. So I told you, Cheryl, we went to a football game this morning. We went to go watch our freshmen play because
Yeah.
they are actually our conference champions, but they had an out of conference game this morning. It was so freaking hot.
Oh my gosh.
It is 80 degrees at a 10 o'clock football game on an October Saturday. Like, this is not okay.
It isn't.
It's just
It
not
isn't.
okay.
It isn't.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello, hello.
Sunny and high 70. Ugh. The only saving grace I have is our nights have been getting down to, between 50 and 60 for the most part. So we've been able to have the windows open all night, let all the cool air in, and then get through the heat of the day and then go back to the cool air at night.
Yeah. So our low tonight will be 72, and it's 78 right now. So it's
So you're kind
perfect.
of just staying in the middle.
Yeah. We're just staying right here.
Yeah, I didn't look at what our low was tonight because it's just been nice. 56. So we are going to go from 56 to 83 and back again. Oh, goodness. Our weather is like messed. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I think I'm going to use.
Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. Is it a good book?
That was very good. I enjoyed that. Little fantasy magicalness.
Is that the one you were telling me about that's like, was that the like vampire one?
Yes.
Okay. Lynn says it's 75 in Pennsylvania with a low of 50. Oh, your weather's almost mine. It is weird. I'm okay with it until I stop and remember that it's October. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden my body's like, no, it's October. Like, what is happening?
What is happening?
Good
Okay.
grief.
So, surprise, I'm going to scrap a layout about myself. And I'm
No.
using Homebody by LJS Designs. Because who doesn't want to be at home? I was like watching some reels, and this guy was like, he's leaving work, and his coworkers are like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" home. I'm going home. You're not going to go do anything? No. I work here to pay for the house that has the furniture that I wanted. It has all the things that I love, my hobbies. And I'm going home. There's food there. I was like, what a trip. I'm like, it's true. Okay. Da, 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 da.
It is kind of fun when you're like, I want to just go home and be home and not bother.
Yeah, I really don't like to go places. And my son and daughter, well, Olivia's better than I am, but Daniel's like me. He's like, no, I don't need to go anywhere. There is no need.
Carly says, look at me, remembering to be here 2 days in a row.
Woohoo! Mm.
I saw the forum discussion about PSE. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is why because I was mad and I saw the thing that they originally said, but that was one of the reasons why I bought 2024 because it was the last one without going to the 3-year license,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm like, that's just dumb. Like, I know they're not calling it a subscription, but it's next to it.
Right?
Oh, yeah. They freaked me out. Did I tell you that Adobe freaked me out?
No.
So they sent me an email telling me that my student discount is ending. Okay, now mind you, I haven't been a student now for about 5 years, and I didn't think I was on a student plan of any sort because it never said that, and I guess it must just be the wording they chose. But basically, they told me that I can either upgrade to having a year-long pay at once, or they're going to charge me $5 more a month, which doesn't sound like much, but $10 to $15 is a 50% increase.
Yeah.
That's huge. So I told myself, that's great. My goal now is to figure out Affinity better and walk away because I'm annoyed.
Oh,
But somebody said they've actually gotten rid of that plan in a lot of countries.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's dumb. And somebody else said it actually, if you're not on it. Oh, maybe that's what it told me is when I went to change over, because I did just change to the year for now because I don't have time to learn to figure it out right now. And it expired like next week. But they said if you don't, or if I change my plan, I can't get back on this one. And I was like, oh, you got rid of my plan completely. That's good to know.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah. I was very unimpressed.
Okay, I think I'm going to try to do. Yeah, I'll just.
And Carly wants to know what kit you're scrapping with today.
This is Homebody by LJS. Because I love to be at home. I've been trying to use more circles and ovals because I tend to gravitate just for, you know, rectangles or squares for my papers. Yeah, I like that. Let's move that over a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that pattern with the little mushrooms and the geese, or I guess that's a duck.
You know, that duck reminds me of one that my mom used to have. She used to have one of those ducks that sat on the porch.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why. I don't know what the point was, but yeah.
I'm not sure why. Okay, so it's hard to see in this picture, so I'm going to zoom in. But my mother had made this sign for our house, and Dorothy is my grandmother. This was her house. The house was built in 1940. So I like having that there because she loved roses, and so do I. I'm not as much of a green thumb with them as she is, but I like that's where we live is in Dorothy's cottage.
Aww.
But right now there's a
Sweet.
welcome fall sign out.
Welcome, fall.
Like,
You're like, come on, fall, show up. Where are you?
oh, no, didn't mean to do that.
Fall, you're welcome to come anytime.
Yeah, it's not gonna show up.
I got to Nick last night while we were scrapping was creating a fireplace of bones.
A
A fire
fireplace
pit of bones.
of bones. What kind of bones?
Like a fake skeleton from Amazon.
Oh, I was like,
And then he put glowy lights in it, and he like put spray foam, so it looks like we've got this little fire pit. We've got one of those huge mummies, right?
yeah.
So now we have a huge mummy, and the huge mummy has a fire pit of bones at his feet.
You're like,
He saw it on TikTok, and he's like, "This is really cool." And I was like, "That is really cool." He's like, "I'm making it." So then he found it on like YouTube or something so that he could make it. And so now, I don't have no porch goose anymore or a cute sign that says welcome fall. I've got a fireplace of bones.
you're like, why?
I love it though. I love Halloween. It's my favorite. So I told him every year we need to just start adding a couple more things, and eventually we'll be the coolest house on the block.
I mean, I like fall. I like pumpkins. But I don't like the really scary, gross stuff. But I do like gross, scary stuff when I watch movies.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
Nope, I am not a gross, scary stuff in movies. Not at all.
Well, I should say like Stephen King kind of era.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm even that far. I don't know. I've watched a couple of Stephen King's movies that I've enjoyed, but I am not. If you want a scary movie, you take my husband. You do not take me.
I remember, I guess I was like 19, and me and a few friends went, and I had to get up and leave the theater because we were watching Pet Cemetery, and it was one of those circumstances where I had read the book, I read everything he wrote, and it was so close to how I imagined it in my head. It was like too real, and so I was like, "Oh, I got to go. We got to go. I can't stay up in here." It was freaking me out.
You're like, nope, I'm out. Done. Sorry. Bye. Nice to meet you.
Done. I'm done.
Lynn said she's seen those. She has a little graveyard outside that her son put together. Okay, what did you make your stones out of? I mean, we joked about going and stealing them from the cemetery, but that just didn't seem like a good idea. I'm kidding. We would never steal them from a cemetery. We have some really old cemeteries that are kind of abandoned. And
if you use like styrofoam and a hot knife, you can, cut the shape out, and then you could do here lies whomever.
Yeah.
Paint it gray and black, and
I guess I just need to figure out where to get the thick styrofoam. Maybe that's my problem is our stores just all have that thin stuff that's like a half-inch thick, and that's not going to hold up to my weather.
Right.
So the first rain would knock it over. I mean, my mummy's tied down with 4 trampoline posts that you dig in the ground for tornado season. So, we get wind.
Right.
We have an open field, which I absolutely love and adore because it's a really nice green space, but it means that all the wind like just will tunnel sometimes, and the airport's like on the other side of it, so it literally will just tunnel across. So there's days that it's like living in a wind tunnel if you're in the front yard. Our back has a whole other climate. It's hilarious. Carly wants to know, what's your favorite Stephen King novel?
I'm going to go with The Stand.
The Stand.
Yes. Now they did I guess it was back in the 80s or 90s. They did a version of it. It was like a series and it had like Molly Ringwald in it, and that's the TV version that I prefer. But then there was a later one that I watched as well. Um, but yeah, it's about, this virus escapes from this, some government scientific area, and so then it kills. It's like the flu, basically, and totally kills off, most of the population. But then it's like let's see, it's more like I'm trying to think how to describe it. Um, Good and evil, like so there's like some religious stuff in there, and so I find all that kind of interesting. It's just a really good read. And second to that, I like It. So there you have it.
Amy says her house is like that too. They live on a big hill, so the front is always different weather than the back. So, Xbox Mom says The Stand. She loved that mini TV series. Carly says The Stand. I've actually never read The Stand, but I'm with Amy. I read 11/22/63 and I loved it.
Oh yeah, that one's great.
So, that one definitely, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I don't know. I haven't read many of his books.
Well, he's and Misery. I mean,
Everybody
you
loves
have to.
Misery, right?
Yeah. Cock a
I don't love
Doodle.
Misery. I love Kathy Bates.
Oh yeah, she's
Like,
she was savage, man.
she plays
She
crazy and
was.
like nobody plays crazy like she played in that movie.
Oh my gosh, she was just beast mode. Oh gosh.
Carly says the ultimate battle of good versus evil.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to watch. Wasn't he the one that had the TV show The Langoliers? Is that what that was called? Where they had like the plane and yeah, there was something sus going on, but you didn't know what it was.
I don't remember that. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's based on a short Stephen King novel called Four Past Midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, so okay, now it predates when it was on here, it predated, to my recollection, Lost. Is that the plane crash one? Wasn't that called
Yeah.
Lost? Like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but they were on a plane and they woke to find that there's only 10 of them on the plane, and then they land and find out they're the only people on the planet. And so they're trying to figure out
Whoa.
kind of what happened. So it was cooler than Lost, just so you know.
It was better than that.
It was better than that, to my recollection. But then again, I was a teenager when I watched it, so take that skewed part for me. But it's also old, so it's probably horrible to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Xbox Mom says Langoliers was really good. She watched the TV miniseries as well. And Carly says yes, she loved that miniseries. It's one of those ones I haven't gone back and watched because I have this feeling it wouldn't hold up.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Just because sometimes the 90s, their CGI and stuff
Oh
just doesn't
man.
come off very well anymore.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't. Well, this is just such a cute little kit. So, yeah, I will do just about anything not to go anywhere. Is anybody else like that? Like, I was supposed to go get a pedicure on Tuesday. Then I was like, but then I'm going to have to get dressed and presentable. And I don't want to do that. And I'm going to breakfast with the ladies that my mom had breakfast with. And I'll be getting ready on Wednesday, so I'll just get it done then. And so that's what I did. I'm like batching my tasks,
Yeah.
Just smart.
I came up with something. I don't know. I like your spreadsheet that you made to keep track of like what you scrapbooked and stuff, but it's just never quite worked for me.
Uh-huh.
And so I think I came up with something, but it's a big, huge idea, and I haven't decided if I'm committed enough to do it yet.
Okay, so are you going to tell us?
So, okay, so Affinity has what's called Publisher as one of their programs. And it kind of, if you ever use the old Microsoft Publisher, it's kind of similar. It's like magazine layouts and stuff that you can do. So I started with my cruise book that I have, and I went through and I put the layout, like the print layout in it, so I can
Mm-hmm.
kind of lay out the books. And then I was like, had this big bright idea of I should do this with all my years because then I can see what's missing and what I need to scrap. But also, it feels slightly overwhelming. But at the same time, I love it because now I can open the book, like not open really, but open the images because it's kind of like
Right.
having the book in front of you to flip.
Yeah.
And be like, "Oh, I need to do the page here," but now I can be like, "Oh, I need to do the page there." So I'm trying to decide if it's worth batching. That's what made me think about it, is you're talking about batching tasks. And I'm like, hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that Carly would know what we're talking about. I can't remember. And if anybody else is new, if they've not seen my.
So Cheryl's uber organized, and she has
Hmm.
this Excel spreadsheet sheet that's really simplicity, but she puts down like photos for each date. So you can go down. So each year has a date, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'll pull it over.
So each year has a date, and then you go down and she can go down and she can be like, "Oh, I scrapped that," and then she puts like the little image in it and stuff, and then yeah,
So I'll just take a look at the layouts for 2025. And of course, that's, you know, that's the date of the photo, not the date I made the layout. Pardon me. Oh, this can dry. Here's a little Excel sheet it's going to open up. And then I just have the date, what the event was, and, how many layouts I did. So, which is nice, if I'm looking for something, and then I gray it out if that particular point of the year of the day is scrapped. There's nothing left to scrap. So if you go into Lightroom from here,
yeah, I still do the thing you taught me with Lightroom where I can mark my photos. I still mark them
yeah,
purple, so I know I've scrapped it. So if I do scrap it twice, Carly, it's because I wanted to scrap it twice. Like sometimes I'll have two totally different stories for one photo, and so I will do it
right.
twice. But for the most part, it keeps me from doing. I don't want to use the word waste because that sounds bad, but like I've scrapped a page twice and I've said basically the exact same thing in the journaling, and then I'm like, well, that was dumb. More because there was no point. I didn't add anything to the story. I don't mind scrapping a photo twice if I add something to the story.
All right, so here
But
is the sheet, January 8th, 2025. So it's been marked, that folder has been marked in purple, and the pictures from that day are marked in purple. So I know, just leave that. I don't even have to go into that folder if I'm looking for something to scrap.
yeah, and that's like I kind of like that idea about it. And so if I put them kind of in order, then I can see. Plus, I keep seeing like all these book sales come up, and I'm like, oh, do I have a book that's close? Like Sometimes I might have a book that's only waiting for like 5 layouts, and I could bang out 5 layouts and then get the book ordered.
Right. Let's
So,
see. I think I have a lot.
I don't
2022
know.
is pretty big. 2021 is big. Oh, that
So do
one's
you
pretty big.
physically move your photos, Amy, then into the scrapped folder? Because I'll do that for a cruise, like, or vacation. So I've been working on a vacation. So I actually went through Lightroom and exported out all the photos that I wanted to use so that I don't have to go back and be overwhelmed by all the photos in Lightroom. I picked my favorites and put them over. And then as I scrap them from that folder, I'll move them and delete them because they're a second copy
Yeah.
of the photos that are still safe over in my regular photo library. So I'll do it that way. But
So, and in addition, I'll make, I think I'm going to want a separate printed album, like for Document Your December, like a trip to Las Vegas, Olivia's 18th birthday, Scrap
yeah,
Expo, which is where you and I met.
yes, it is.
Oh, let's see.
There's even a picture of me in there. You
Somewhere
scrapped me. Ha 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 ha.
I did. I scratched you.
Carly, I have been a huge hot mess. I just I want to get parts done, and so when I do that and I stop and think through the process, those are the kind of things that I've kind of thought through and come up with.
Look, there's
Yep,
Courtney and me.
there's me. So,
Let's see, what does this say? I've been hanging with Courtney at Scrap Portraits Forum and knew her by her username Best C. She was funny and a wee bit sarcastic and we got along pretty well. But when we met in person at the Scrap Expo that Scrap Portrait participated in, well, I'd have to say without a doubt that we hit it off immediately. I'd been taking selfies with a few others at the expo, and when it came time to take them with Courtney, she was just as enthusiastic as me. What started a few years ago is still going strong. We hang out regularly in Google Hangouts and laugh just as much now as ever. I'm so grateful to have such a fun friend who gets my scrapping
aw,
obsession. Yeah. And
yeah.
then,
See, we've been hanging out online and stuff since then.
right.
That's crazy. That's a decade, Cheryl.
All right. That's nuts. 10 years. I need to make a layout about that.
So Amy says she doesn't delete, just moves around. So do you have like a master, like do you use anything to photo organize or do you just keep it all in folders and just pull photos from there? I think I'm too visual for that because I keep all my stuff in photos, but in folders, like year, whatever, but I need to be
Yeah.
able to visually see what I'm inspired to scrap.
Yeah.
Xbox Mom says maybe I'm just a hot mess. It's okay. Hot messes are welcome. But she says
Yeah.
she tries to
Whatever
never
works
scrap
for
the
you.
same photo. She rarely journals on photos, and she rarely puts a date of when the photo just scraps according to the kit I'm given. So, and that's where it comes in different. Like for me, the story is the part. Like the journaling is why I started scrapbooking. It's the photos add to that, but it's not. So for me, it's not done without at least a word or two. There's very few that have nothing, but that totally works. So
Yeah. I
Lynn
went
says she's
through.
not that organized. She's used the same photos using different kits, especially for CT. I did not used to be that organized. Cheryl's the one that turned me on to the idea of like marking photos. So sometimes when I go back and do photos older than that, I still will scrap the same photo twice because I forget that I already scrapped it. And I don't have it marked anymore. Or I don't have it marked because I haven't gone back and been that organized. But I also, as a side note, inherited all of my mother's photos and all of my mother-in-law's photos. So I am like the family keeper of photos right now. And so
Mhm.
because of that, I had to find something to organize it a little bit
Right.
because it's just too much. So Amy says she uses Lightroom to send photos straight to her EHD. So technically they're in Lightroom, but she doesn't use it like you or Cheryl by tagging. That makes sense. Yeah, I use Lightroom as an organizer. Like I don't edit my photos very often, so I mostly just use it as a photo organizer. But I like to be able to find photos fast. So I do some tagging in there. And it took a while to get all of them, but I have all of my digital ones tagged. It took a while and it was a project I worked on for like 2 years, which
Yeah,
sounds like a
I'm not.
lot, but now I love it because now I can go and if I'm like looking for the photo of my kid, in the
Yeah,
year 2015, I can just hit his name and find the photos.
yeah, for that
So,
year. So I have, you know, the who. So my family, friends, Jay's friends, our main family, um, and then what they'll have, like church, holidays, events, music and concerts, and family dinners, and then just a bunch of other things. I love this one. It's it's called Lizard in My House.
I love it.
Because there was that stupid lizard that kept getting into my house. And I'm like, no, you do not belong in here. You need to go somewhere else. But I
So,
do.
I used to use Google Photos to search for tag words, Amy, but it sucks lately. In the last like 3 months, I'll search for something like water and it won't show me the reflecting pool. And I'll search for pool and it won't show me the reflecting pool. And I'm like, what do you want me to call it, Google? I know I took these pictures 4 days ago. Why are you not showing them to me? So I
Right.
actually had stopped. I've stopped using Google Photos because for some reason the search just is not working right for me. Some of it, since they turned it over to the AI, it just is not working the way it used to for me. So I stopped using that. Xbox Mom, that's exactly why I started giving my photos like basic tags. I don't get into a ton of tagging, but
Mm.
it's because I don't want to spend hours looking for one photo when I have a kit and I'm like, I know I have a photo for this. So it bugs me. And I hate feeling like I'm just like, I have the perfect photo for this kit. Where is it? So now I just started doing things like that. Like, so my kid, throughout his life, he's now a teenager, and I've taken pictures of him since he was a kid. And so I have photos from like when he was in his Mickey Mouse Clubhouse phase. So those are just labeled as television. So if I'm like, oh, I know I have photos of him with that one TV show, I can just pull up television.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I don't super duper tag. I'm very generally specific, which
Yeah,
sounds
I
really
have,
funny.
I think it's under electronics. Yeah. Electronics, computer, music, and then I don't know what's happening with these little other little keywords I got put in there. But
Yeah.
I clearly, you hit electronics and, you know, you just have a ton of stuff that comes up.
All of your really old photos are on SmugMug, and it's the only way you can find them. I'm sorry. I hate it when things are split up,
Yeah.
which is like,
Oh,
and
look.
I am not that organized in real life, just so you know.
Okay, so there's my vinyl of Taylor's album, and I'm getting her album today. Supposed to pick it
Yay!
up
Yay!
shortly. So, okay, well, I think I'm done with this one, except I'm going to move these.
Bye, Carly.
See you tomorrow. But don't forget.
Anna. Anna says, I swear, every time we added AI to something, it starts working like dog poop and won't work right. I
Yeah,
agree with that. Things that didn't need AI, all of a sudden I'm like, well, this doesn't work anymore. Like my Photoshop has been weird ever since they started pushing the AI into it. I'm just like, I didn't need AI in Photoshop for scrapping. Thank you.
yeah, right. That was not necessary.
Nope. And searching for anything is difficult when it doesn't recognize what's in the photo. Yes, it is.
Okay,
And
so I'll
it's
put my journaling there.
Xbox mom says it sucks. All her newer pics are in the cloud, and her husband's photos are in his cloud, so there are photos everywhere. So that's where I use Lightroom because Lightroom and Dropbox together. So my husband and I share Dropbox, and so all his photos are uploaded to Dropbox, and then all my photos are uploaded to Dropbox. And then when I open Lightroom, it automatically pulls everything from the Dropbox folder into Lightroom. So all of our photos actually live together, and then all I have to do is capture photos for my son every now and then, and he's usually pretty good at sending them to me. So, but that way I don't have to search everywhere because I hated that too. Because for the longest time he had his photos and I had mine, and I was like, but I want them together. So, and then I also have what is it called? A Synology drive. What is it actually called though? But it's like my own cloud. So we actually have all of them get uploaded there. So that works really well. It can be a real star program. It can also tick me off, depending on what the day is. Lightroom can tick me off. Like if I try and move a photo too fast or try and like flip through photos too fast, it'll be like, you can't
Right?
move it in this custom thing. I'm like, I wasn't trying to move it. I was just moving my mouse faster than you. Yeah, I like our photo collection together because, like, okay, so today we went to the football game. So I took some pictures from the side I was on, and my husband, to get out of the sun, actually went over to the other side and was on the opposing team side for a minute because they had the shade. And so he took photos from across the field of me and my kids sitting in the stand. So you can see us sitting there. Yes, it's a NAS, Anna. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. My Synology is a NAS. Um, and so I want those photos together because together they're kind of a cool story. And you can see us actually sitting in the stands as well as our view. So that's one of the reasons I like them all together. Plus, sometimes my husband gets a really cute photo that I did not get.
Okay, so do y'all want to watch me do shadows or do another layout?
Cheryl used to have a Lightroom program, like a beginner's scrapbooker's Lightroom. I don't know if she still has it. A little class thing.
Oh, yeah, I think it's probably still up on me.
Didn't you have it on YouTube or no?
It was on Vimeo, I think,
Vimeo?
uh, for the lily pad. And it's still
Yeah.
up as far as I know. It's still up and you can watch it. I just would have to go get the links for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Lightroom does adjust photos, makes them prettier, but it also will help you. I mean, there's a lot of other options out there too for photo organization.
Yeah.
Xbox Mom says start another layout.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, that's why I said I actually use it more as a photo organizer than I actually do as a as an editor because I don't edit as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I started using Lightroom was when I started being able to pull my photos together and organize them and stuff. The big thing you have to remember is that with Lightroom, once you tell it where the photos are, don't move them unless you move it inside Lightroom or it gets mad at you.
Yeah. It's very cranky that way.
So,
Look at this little puppy. He's
hi,
a
Kathy. You're just in time for layout number 2.
layout number 2. Okay. Well,
It is a great way to evaluate photos together. I've also used it to delete photos because then I can see that I know, delete photos, how dare I? But I can see that I have 15
oop,
photos of the same shot trying to get it
yep,
right
I
especially when I
just
take
did it.
sports photos. Yeah. Then I
Yeah.
can go, okay, I don't need all of these photos. I don't need,
No.
the 20 shots around the actual good shot. So,
Yeah. I think I'm going to keep
you know
that
what? You can
one.
be as organized as you want with your photos, Xbox Mom. That
Yeah.
is up to you. What's funny is I actually have a completely separate program I use to organize all of my scrapbook supplies, and technically they would work together, but I don't do them togetally. I like them in totally separate programs.
Right. I just want them separate.
Yeah, because the one I used for my scrapbooking program is actually intended as an image organizer, which is why it works really well with the DigiScrap supplies. But, I could put my photos in it, I just don't. Maybe if Lightroom pisses me off enough, I will.
Yeah.
I'll be like, that's it, I'm done.
Okay.
The compare function is one Anna swears by. Okay, can I tell you, I need to change the shortcut on that because I hit the shortcut key, whatever it is for it, way too often. And it drives me nuts because I'm like, that's not what I was trying to do. And all of a sudden, I'm comparing two photos. And they'll be like totally different photos, like totally different events and stuff. And I'm like, why am I comparing these?
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, wake up.
Wake up,
It's
wake
like
up, wake up.
I'm trying to export these super huge images. I'm doing it on my own time.
These super huge images.
I export them super huge. And it's just taking it a second. Probably because I got a bunch of things running and doing the live.
Oh my gosh. So my brother was playing on his computer the other night and he was streaming whatever game he was playing. He was streaming it, plus playing a game, plus he had something else going, and he's like, "My computer's running really slow and it doesn't want to work and it smells really hot." I'm like, "Your
Well,
computer's not made to be doing all of that." Like,
you're like, okay, come on,
remember when
dude.
you went kind of cheap on your graphics card? This is the
Mm,
result.
yeah, can't fix that for you, dude.
Oh, good. Anna's accidentally done the same thing with the compare. That's good. It's not just me.
Why is this not working? Hello?
You're like, hello, where are you? I do have to say, I do like being able to, like, if I take a whole bunch of pictures and they were all either overly bright or overly dark, but the same spot, I do like being able to just fix it on one and apply it to all of them. The few times I do edit photos, that's handy.
Well, I guess maybe I just didn't.
So
I
we've
didn't
talked
hit
photo
export, I guess.
organization.
Okay.
What else should we talk about, people?
Let's talk about how cute this puppy is.
Yeah, puppy is cute.
He so cute. She said, I needed a pillow, Mom. I needed a pillow and I had to cover my nose because I was very, very, very tired.
How old is your kid, Xbox mom? She says her kid's always yelling at her that her computer sucks. I'm like, dude, it's a laptop. What do you want from me? It's not a $5,000 gaming computer that you blew all your summer job money on.
Oh, tell it like it is.
I love it. Yeah, we got our kid a computer for his birthday. I think it was middle school, maybe. And I was like, okay, we're going to buy one that's nice enough that he can keep it and he can make it work, hopefully through all of high school, and then he can buy his own.
Right.
He's 19. Yeah. He might want to take a look at the fan to make sure they're spinning. Yeah, I told him he needs to clean out the dust. And he's like, what dust? I'm like, you would be surprised at the amount of dust that acquires in a computer.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The machine she uses at the shop kept shutting down. Taking compressed air to it resulted in a giant plume of dust. So my computer that I built has the screens in it with the dust. And it's kind of like when you go and get your car filter checked and they pull your car filter out and they're like, yeah, this is dusty, see? And I'll pull my filters out. I'm like, oh, look, those are really dusty. It's time to fix them.
It's time, it's time.
Amy says when she opened her eyes this morning, her puppy was perfectly laying his head on her pillow with his blanket pulled right up to his neck, hogging all her
Oh,
blankets. Such a prince.
that's so cute, though.
Oh, my crazy orange cat was curled up at my feet under all of the blankets. And I'm always like, please tell me you're smart enough that if you like start to suffocate, you'll get yourself out of the blankets. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Computers
Okay.
do get so dusty inside.
And I swear, you know, I didn't know when I got old I'd be such a powder queen. But, you know, you got powder for chafing, you got powder to smell good, you got very fine milled powder for your face.
A powder
And,
queen.
you know, because you had old people and they'd be like, you need to use a little bit of powder. I'm like, I don't want to use a little bit of powder. And now it's like, where's my powder?
Ooh.
I need my powder. Powder, powder.
I just pulled my filter off because I was curious how dirty it was. It's filthy.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, hey, look. The dust is like perfectly where the fan is, and it's furry because it's so much dust there. I need to go wash that. Yeah, I need to
So are
wash
you
that
home
off.
for the rest of the day now?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There is a big soccer tournament across the field, and I am not leaving the house again unless I absolutely have to.
You're like, it's not happening.
And then there's people like me who keep at home who keep Photoshop running on a mid 2012 PhotoBook Pro until it got too outdated. Now she's on a 2022 or MacBook Pro. Sorry, MacBook Pro. You know, I ran XP until I could not upgrade the RAM and I could not upgrade the what do you call it? I guess it was mostly just the RAM until it wouldn't upgrade enough to run things anymore. Then I had to switch over to Windows 10. I kept that thing going forever. So, I like that when you can get it to keep going, keep going, keep going.
Get your money's worth.
Mhm. It's the way we do cars, so we run them until they die. And then we have to deal with new ones or not.
Mm-hmm.
The little hedgehog is cute.
Right? So adorable.
Love it.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
I think
La
that's
la
the
la
problem
la
though, is we
la.
all run things as long as we can, or it's like, this is a good excuse to get a new one.
Yes, I like that. It's just not working right anymore.
Hmm.
Olivia just got a new laptop. It's so fast. It's so thin.
Isn't it funny how they feel so fast and new and pretty? And then like give it 3 or 4 months when she's got all her stuff on, she's like, did this feel fast?
Yeah. It's not as fast as it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hate that none of them are like built like they used to be. Those old things were built to last. And now they're like throwaway.
I think that's the thing with most everything nowadays. The
Oh, yeah.
thinness.
Oh, absolutely. All the feet had fallen off. My crock pot has no feet, my slow cooker, because they all fell off. And I'm like, no, it still works.
Yeah.
We haven't broke the crock yet. It's not going anywhere.
The handles on the outside broke off. And so it makes it kind of difficult to move around.
Yeah.
But the inside of it is fine. So it's not like they're that horribly expensive. Why I have to, you know.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just worth keeping the old one. You know? I mean, I think if
Oh,
my handles broke off, I probably would give it up and give it a new one. But also, sometimes it depends on how often you use it.
look at that. So much room for you in my heart.
Aww.
Oh, I love a pun.
So, My brother did that to me the other day in the fridge. He opened the drawer and he's like, "There's so much room in this drawer," and I didn't catch it. He's like, "What? You're not a fun guy?" I'm like, "I hate you right now." Lynn says she keeps getting notifications that her Windows 10 needs to be updated, but she doesn't want Windows 11. I gave in, and part of the reason I gave in of going up to Windows 11 is actually because my kid's computer runs on Windows 11. That's just how his came. And it's much easier for me to walk him through how to fix things because I'm trying to teach him how to be able to fix things on his computer when I can
Right.
actually pull up the actual menu options and stuff, as opposed to being like, I don't know, where is that? Don't you have a button that says my computer? No, you don't. It's called this PC. Oh, okay. Anna, that was my favorite part about building my own computer is I could put ports on it. My old one that I built, we actually put a hard drive in, but this, or not a hard drive, like optical drive, but this one we didn't. Xbox mom says her husband says, just get it. He works at Microsoft though. Oh, so see, I don't know. Amy says she loves Windows 11 so far. The search throws me off because I'm used to being able to hit that button and have certain things where I want them and they're not there
Right.
anymore. And so that throws me off. Like its goal of being intuitive is almost too intuitive for me. I'm not used to using a computer like that. Don't they know? Anna says her grandma's old crock pot we had was from the late 1980s and it just kicked the bucket earlier this year.
That's so
So
sad.
sad. Yeah, I haven't minded Windows 11. Like, I kind of kicked and screamed my way into it, but it has not been bad. Definitely not what I thought it would be, but, not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, Jay's still holding out. Like, just do
Nick's
it.
still holding out too.
Just do it.
Okay, so yes, you can put everything on the taskbar, but that drives me nuts.
No.
Yeah, I know. Support for Windows 10 stops and there'll be no more help. Do you know how many years I ran my XP without technical support from Microsoft?
They rarely help you anyway, right?
Well, it's the security updates that they push out for any major like people trying to break into your computer and your ports and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
when you log onto your computer and like every Tuesday it feels like you have new updates to download.
right.
It's those that won't come through anymore. So, oh, the crock pot gave up literally right before she herself died. It did not want to go on
Oh.
without her. It's like, nope, I hear she's done. I'm done. The internet was a safer place back then. Okay, I am of a certain generation who knows what Napstar and LimeWire are. The internet was not a safer place for me. We're just going to leave it at that.
We're not going to go any further
We're
with
not going to go
that.
any further. But my Windows XP, it knew how to find all the high seas places.
Yeah.
Oh, you can set the icons to a small size, huh? I might have to play with that. I did not know you could set them to be small.
Yes. Do you talk to your layouts?
The internet was a safe place then. No. No, 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 no. It may have been safe for some people. Did you say you were talking to your layout?
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll put you right here. You'll go right here.
See, this is why I like scrapping with like the videos that have words because then I feel like I'm not talking to my layout, I'm talking to my friend and my computer.
Yeah, you're like, okay. Okay, this is just too cute. Too cute, too cute, too cute.
And you know what's fun about this? if you changed out a couple of the word art pieces,
Hmm.
and you could like replace those photos with fall leaves,
Hmm.
and you'd be good to go. You'd have a totally separate layout.
Which is why I keep my PSD files, because I've used them for like memorials, slideshows, and you just take out the original photos and journaling and pop in your other photos, and everybody's like, "Oh, look at it! It's so beautiful. How did you make that so quickly?" I'm like, "Well, I'm not giving any of my trade secrets away."
Anna says, not getting into if people downloaded viruses on LimeWire. Oh, what is this kit?
This kit is
It's
"Love You So Mush" by
Soco, right?
designed by Soco and Laura Wilkerson.
There you go. I couldn't remember if it was a collab or not.
Yes.
So I have like the most hilarious version of Pinch Me by the Bare Naked Ladies because they put it out there for people to download. And so like it starts off with a song and then they interrupt it and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And it's like absolutely hilarious and it cracks me up. So, you know, no viruses, but lots of other fun things.
I'm gonna put some doodled flowers in
Xbox Mom says she met her husband online before there was the internet. She met him on BBS. It was a two-line BBS for uploading and downloading software. Yeah, I used to work a call center job. I don't remember. Oh, I know why it came to my mind the other day. But if you knew how to get in, you could actually send messages through like the admin section, like the black box on your computer. You could send it to another computer. You could ping it if you know. You still can. But anyway, we used to do that at work. That's how because our bosses would get mad if we were talking to each other, but they couldn't see those boxes because
there.
they're admin boxes, so it wouldn't pick up.
Like,
So
yes.
we couldn't use the chats. We couldn't use any of that stuff, AOL and everything, but we could sit there and ping messages back and forth to the computer. Let's see. Anna says BBS is really going back. Her next older sister met her husband on AOL chat rooms, though. The OGs of online dating. It's so my understanding is that's okay. Like that's an accepted thing that you met each other through online dating. But my sister met like the last two guys she's been with, her actually both her husbands. She met online dating and like she's always embarrassed to tell people how they met. She's always like, "Oh yeah, it was a bar." I'm like, "It was online dating. Whatever. Does it matter?" "Well, it was, but we first met at a bar." I'm like, "You've been talking to each other for months online. Come on."
Yeah.
But I'm like, I hear about people all the time, and I'm like, I don't think is there a stigma that I am unaware of attached to that? Because I didn't think it was.
No, I mean, maybe there was at the
At the
start of it
heart,
all, but I think too many people use it now
I
to
would think
be
so. Like, I see that all the time. How do you meet people besides online dating? And people
critical
are like,
about other
online
people
dating?
using it.
It's just how people meet these days. Exactly. Unless you go on the bar hops and maybe meet somebody, it's probably going to be online. My kid has friends online that he's met. Never met in real life, just only online. But.
Okay, so today I got pointed at on the gallery standouts, like for my.
I saw that.
I'm like, what? I'll show. Like, there I am.
Here I am.
80s to the max.
I love that card, by the way.
Rick Astley's.
Because my kid is obsessed with that song.
You need to print it out for him.
Oh, that's so cute. Xbox Mom says that her kid flew to Missouri to meet his online friends and go to their wedding.
Oh.
It's better than a lot of people's success with online dating. Her eldest sis logged on after her divorce, got recommended her ex-husband on the dating site.
Oh my gosh, no.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh my
no, no,
gosh,
no.
that's hilarious.
No, no, no.
And then you're like, yeah, we would be compatible except he's a jerk and I don't like him. Oh my goodness.
All right, ladies. Well, I finished my second one. So I did 2 last night and 2 today. And I still have probably 20 other layouts I want to do. So I
There
got
you
to
go.
get to scrapping and posting and all that fun
Scrapping and
stuff.
posting and all the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. If you weren't here last night, do check out my template challenge for Digital Scrapbooking Day because there's a free template in there. And you also have a chance to win a $10 and a $20 coupon to my store. So, good luck. It'll be a random, randomly selected winner. And yeah, I think that's all. Oh, and don't forget about tomorrow. Carly is one of our new sugar babes, and she is going to have a live session tomorrow afternoon. So make sure you hit the forum and get all the 411 on that. And yeah, have fun shopping and scrapping and yeah, posting, chatting online. What else do we do? Oh, we used to eat a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay.
We used to
He
have
used to,
lots of fun snacks and stuff.
yeah. I mean, one year Jay went crazy and he bought. I mean, it was all kinds of junk food. And then the next year I was trying to watch what I was eating, so it was very, lots of fruits and veggies and healthy dips and fruit. So
Not as much fun.
no, actually, it's prettier, and I actually, when I look at the photos, I'm like, I want the fruit and vegetables one.
Aw, good.
Good. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging in with me, Courtney. I hope you enjoy your afternoon. And we will see y'all next month, first Thursday of the month, for my regular session.
Yes, it'll be November.
How is that?
Maybe we'll finally be in cool weather.
I don't know. Could it be true?
Maybe.